Hello, and welcome back to another live stream. I try to go live every Monday at 12 PST, just because it's fun to go live and hang out with you guys. So, thank you guys for joining me today. I'm super excited. We're working with new materials that I've recently started working with. Um, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we have some cool things that we can try and make today. But everybody voted. Everybody voted for leatherworking today. Oh, Stuart, sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Hey Missy, what's up? But yeah, so it's crazy. On the poll that I put on Instagram, literally only everybody voted for leather. So I don't know if that was just because that's a new thing that we haven't done before, or what. But so I'm pretty excited. Uh-oh, the foster kid is barking. Uh-oh. Sorry, didn't mean to make your life more difficult. But I'm very excited. I'm super obsessed with leather right now. It's a lot of fun. The end product just always looks really cool and nice and fancy. Um, and I'm just really liking it a lot. So normally when I start working with a new material, I really like deep dive into it just so I can learn as much as I possibly can about it and kind of hone in my skills a little bit. Um, that way I actually know what I'm doing when I go to teach other people how to do it. Um, but yeah, so I'm really excited, and I think it's gonna be good. But how are your guys' weekends? How was your Easter? Did you guys do anything exciting? I was basically at church all weekend, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, Stuart, you definitely. Maybe you should have the tab muted so that it doesn't startle you. Also, you guys, the summer edition of Red Bull is out now. It is June berry flavor, and it's actually pretty delicious. So I'm very excited. So today's a good day. For a Monday, it's a pretty good day. And the intern has just walked in the building. So let's see if she's going to come up here. I'm wearing shorts, so I don't want her to climb up my leg. So I'm going to let her jump up herself onto the chair and then onto the table. You got to go one more. Okay, I'll just put you up there. All right. Because she's got some fierce looking claws. Missy, if you can do me a favor, if you could write Erica and tell her Elsa is here, it might cheer her up. Who knows? But yeah, so I had a pretty good weekend. I hope you guys did too. And then we'll just give it like a couple minutes, just let a couple other people come in. Hey D, hope you had a good Easter. Yeah, I had a great Easter. I hope you had a good Easter too. Um, yeah, so I was at church on Friday. We had our Good Friday service, and then afterwards, I went out to dinner with some friends, so that was a lot of fun. And then Saturday, Saturday was just kind of resting, and then I did some cleaning in the garage, which was much needed. And even though I cleaned a lot in here, it still kind of looks not the best. um, and then obviously Sunday we had our sunrise service, and then our normal church service, and then we had Easter dinner as a family. Renee, do I have any tutorials on resin-based 3D printers? I don't think I've done any videos on it, but I do have a resin 3D printer, and I use it. I go through chunks when I use it. I'll use it for a couple months at a time and then put it away just because it's very messy. But I am wanting to do some more 3D content in summer. My summer plan is to focus on more 3D printing tutorials and more tutorials that parents can do with kids. So like I'm gonna do some slime tutorials and stuff like that. Oh, you like Elsa? Yeah, she's a little ham. She knows she's the center of attention. But yeah, so there will be some resin videos in the future. One project that I'm gonna do with my resin 3D printer is I'm going to 3D print out of resin the Harry Potter chest set. You know how it's the wizard's chest and it has like the different pieces. Because of the detail of those pieces, I'm definitely going to be doing resin printing with that. And it's going to tie in good too, I think, because they're like announcing that they're going to make Harry Potter into a TV show, which I am so freaking ecstatic for. I love Harry Potter. The books came out when I was a child, so I've always loved them. It was really cool for me reading Harry Potter growing up because I was only like a year or two older than the characters of the book. So it's really cool. Like I really felt like it was growing with me, and Elsa's tail just went inside of my Red Bull. Oh, I don't want your hair everywhere. But so I figured that would be a good project to do this summer since there's a lot of buzz about Harry Potter right now. Hey Kristen, hey Renee, what's up? How are you guys doing? So we are gonna try and make 2 things. So it might be a little bit of a longer stream today. Or we'll just let it go. We'll just let it naturally progress. We're gonna make a business card holder. I thought could be cool, and it's a design that I literally made last night and cut out. So I'm not sure if it works. We're gonna find out together. That's the fun part of designing your own files, is the trial and error of getting them right. And then we're gonna make a card wallet for me, for it to be my official wallet, because the one I had, which I just had in my hand like a second ago, that's behind me. This is the one I had for a really long time, and it came from Spain, and it's honestly not like the best quality. So I'm switching it up. I made my own card wallet design, and I put my little logo. So we are gonna, I already cut that out, so we're gonna glue it together and hand stitch it. And I'm gonna try something new with leather. I'm gonna try attaching fabric to the inside of it. That way the inside is lined with fabric rather than other pieces of leather. And that would just be, doing that would be something that would make the cost of this cheaper too, if you're like trying to make these to sell them. But so we're gonna do that. Hey Bev, what is up? Okay, so let me try and get the intern onto my shoulder so that we can actually use the table. Can you come up here? Huh? Can you go up there? No, you just want to cuddle? Okay, I'm just gonna have to force it. Okay, can you go up there? Okay, there you go. You can turn around. Okay, all right, you good? All right, we've got Elsa situated. We've got the Red Bull, and I think we can jump into it. So I will do the overhead camera. All right. Let me switch it up. Okay, here we go. Here's my fabulous workbench that we got going on. So here is the business card holder that we're going to do. I'm sure you guys are well aware by now because of how much I post about it, but this soccer logo is from the show Ted Lasso. I really like Ted Lasso. And so I had recently just dyed this leather blue. And I was like, when I was trying to think of what to make for today, and here comes Elsa, I was like, oh, it needs to be, the only logical way to use this is to put something for Ted Lasso on here. So I think we're going to do this, and we're going to contrast it with some red stitching because that's the colors of the football club. And then I'm not sure if this is actually going to work or not, because like I said, I haven't tried it. So we'll find out together. So we're going to do that. And then Elsa, you guys, Elsa's being a stinker today. She does not want to cooperate. Can you just go back on my shoulder, please? I really don't want to have to kick you out. Okay? Can you do that? Come on. And then the other thing we're going to do is, this is the card wallet that I've designed. So it's 3 pieces. So you have this inner one where you can put a card or you can put your cash in. If you have cash, I never have cash. And then the front card pocket. And then for the inside of this, which I guess I should have cut one out for that. I didn't think about that. I got this really cute little vintage Disney fabric at Joann Fabrics. And so I'm going to glue those in there. So order of operations wise, we're going to put the glue on this part of the project first, because that's going to take the longest to dry. Yeah, she definitely wants my attention, that's for sure. Okay, come on, Elsa. Okay. All right. So I have this piece of cardboard that I'm going to lay down. Ouch. And then for this part, I'm going to use this contact cement, and it says to shake it up really well. Yeah, this fabric is so cute. I haven't looked at the fabrics there in a long time, like the licensed fabrics, and they have some really cute stuff. Like, it was hard for me not to go crazy buying fabric. I bought this one, and I just bought a little bit of each one. I bought this one, and then I bought a Harry Potter one of the Marauders map. And then I bought, and then I bought just like a vintage map one kind of in general. All right, so we're just, oh no, I got it on the thing. Oh well. So I'm just making sure this is all coated, like so. And this is going to take 15 minutes to dry. Let's pick that up. Oh, that's very wet. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm running out of space. Hang on. As I'm dropping literally everything. Let me put this over here just in case something happens. Also, no, not with the glue. Oh no. You guys, ow. Elsa has left the building. Cool. All right. That was fun. Thank you for being here for that moment. It's always an adventure, you guys. Always an adventure. Thank you for going along on this adventure with me. Okay. And let me flip this in half maybe. And then we could do the other side. Okay. I'm going to get this one. So this takes 15 minutes to get tacky, which is why we are putting the glue on here first. And I think in the future, I might not do fabric this way. I might just use spray adhesive. I didn't want to do spray adhesive just because it can be messy, like harder to control. But I think in the long run, it'd be quicker, you know? All right, let's set that to this side. Okay, let's move this out of the way since there's glue all over it. Yeah, unfortunately, Elsa left. Yeah, intern. Yep. Hey, Laura, what's up? Tacky is a fun word. So I'm just gonna set a timer real quick. Hey Siri, set a timer for 12 minutes.
12 minutes, counting down.
Okay, we got 12 minutes. And then the next thing I need to do is put it on the inside of this, which should not be anywhere near as messy. And then we should be good to go. Okay, set that one off to the side. I'm doing a great job of getting glue on every surface that I don't want to get it onto. Yeah, it definitely has its pros and cons, Kristen, that's for sure. I just don't like the smell of spray adhesive too. I really hate how it smells. Like, I super hate it. Okay. Set that one off to the side as well. Now we can close this up. All right. And then let's move this over here. Let me just try and clean this one more time since I keep getting glue everywhere. I just don't want the glue to like mar the leather that we've already finished. But okay. I'm gonna get a paper towel to put down just to be safe. I should have done this for the first time. There we go. Okay, I feel much better now. All right. Super 77. Hate it. I've never used that one. The only one I've used is Gorilla Spray Glue. I don't super like the smell. Okay. We got this here. And what we're going to do is we are going to finish the edges and put some top coat on it first before we glue and stitch it together, just because it'll be easier to do this process now rather than later. So I'm going to use this little edge beveler, and then we're just going to kind of bevel these corners. And then you can see as I'm removing that material, the color that the leather originally was. It was just its original veg tan leather. And then I dyed it this nice blue color. I meant to get water and I totally forgot to go do that. Dang it. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to flip to the other side, do the same thing. And so we're just knocking down that sharp corner of the edges of the leather. So this would be the same, like if you're rounding out the sharp corners of a piece of wood. So literally same thing applies. Okay, I didn't do that top part yet. All right. Okay, so we have those done. And then what you would do is, uh-oh, I'm getting stuff on the glue. Okay, I need to set these up out of the way, I think. Here. And then so now what you would do is you would like dye the edges of it. So let's do that, shall we? Let me find my little dauber. We got that. All right, I'm gonna try and do this carefully without putting gloves on, just because I don't feel like going through all that hassle. But this is my little container that I put my blue dye in. And then, so I'm just gonna kind of get some up. And then we are just going to basically paint that edge again. Just like so. This is an optional step. You don't have to do it because when you put the cream on or the water to like finish the edges, you don't, it will get darker naturally. This is just like an extra step. I like to do it just because I think it looks nicer. Oh, I did pretty good not getting it on me. Let's set this to the side over here. Close this back up. And then we got to get one more paper towel just to kind of get off that excess there. Because if you leave it, then it could leave you with like a streak that you might not want. Okay. That looks fine. All right, so our edge looks nice and blue again. Anyone have any questions? I feel like I might be going a little fast. I'm not sure though. All right, so what is our next step? So we're going to add some glue to these stitch lines. Hey, Erica, what's up? You literally just missed Elsa. She was chilling and then tried to get in the middle of the glue and then left. So we're going to do a couple things. We're going to put some glue on there. And then I'm going to get my needles out because this is going to help me align my holes when gluing, because I cut my holes out first before I glued it. If you're doing leatherworking without using a laser, you would just glue it and then hand punch the holes in. But I was lazy and did it this way because it saves time. And I like to save time. And so let's get our little glue brush here. And we'll get our glue. Shake it up. This is Aquilum water-based glue that I use for the leather. You're on your lunch. We're making a leather business card holder right now. Okay. Oh. All right. Try and get rid of all the excess glue. And then, so I'm just going to put it literally like right over these holes. And then like the edge. So the holes and then to the back edge. You don't want to get it too far inside because you don't want to glue you don't want to glue it shut. Because then you wouldn't have anywhere to put your business cards. Now, you don't have to use glue. You can use like double-sided adhesive tape, or you could use like the contact cement and all that stuff. But I like this stuff. It's worked pretty well for me. And it only takes like 2 or 3 minutes, and then you can clamp it up. Okay. Set this to the side right here. So we're going to wait 2 or 3 minutes, and then we can clamp the two pieces together. You really, it's not like a true 2 to 3 minutes. It's just till when that is tacky. And then you can use a heat gun to accelerate that. This adhesive is called Aquilum, and it is it's a water base where you put it on both sides, and then it bonds for life, Erica. So that's what that is. So just give it a second. Like, see how this one over here is already getting lighter while this side is still white. And then what I do, like I was saying, because of the way that I make these, I'm going to put my needle through this first hole and then through this corner hole. That way I know that I'm going to line it up once I press the two sides together. And I got glue in my hand. I think today I was just destined to get glue on my hands no matter what. No matter what. All right. Has anyone tried the new Red Bull flavor? Does anyone else drink Red Bull? I don't know. Okay, so that looks like we can almost do what we need to do. And then ideally, you would want to take water and kind of put it in the middle. That way, it will bend easier, which I don't think I have any water in the brush. Let me just take a look here real quick. Oh, haha, I have a bottle of water. You guys, check it out. Nice. Okay, how am I going to do this? I'll get a paintbrush. Oops. I just spilled it on the table. We're good, we're good. All right, so I'm just going to kind of spread it here in the middle. And then that will just make it easier to fold it and have it keep its shape. All right. So it looks like we can clamp these two together now. And all right, let's do this. Okay, so we got that hole in there. Let's get this one. All right, so now that we've done that, we can just push these together like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take these clips that I have. They're just sewing clips. And then, like I was saying, this is my first iteration of this one. And I can see I don't need the hole that's right here on the edge, and I need to create a little tiny notch in there. That way it can bend a little bit easier. But that's why we do this prototyping step. So it's good to know. So I just put the clamps. Oh, our timer's going off. So I just put our clamps as close to the edges as possible. And then now I can remove this needle because we already have some clamps on here. It's not the clamp I want. And then we'll set this to the side. It's technically supposed to be clamped up for at least a half hour before you start stitching it. But I think what we can do is remove some of the clamps earlier, as long as some of the other clamps are still doing its thing. And then we can pull this out. Oops, no. How do I keep dropping stuff in the things that have glue on them? It takes a special skill, you guys. All right. And then I'm just pushing down on this edge here where we put the water, just to really get it to take its shape. And then as you can see, since we wet it, it's taking its shape pretty well, actually. All right. You can cheat on Monster with Red Bull. Got it. All right. So to me, that looks pretty decent so far. And I got the logo pretty much centered, which is great. So let's set this off to the side and we can glue up these other things. Okay. So I've never done this before, guys, where I put the fabric to the leather. So this is new for all of us. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what the best way to do it is. I'm just pushing down. Okay. Looks pretty decent to me. I'm going to take my little brayer here and I'm just going to really kind of burnish that down. I think that's good. Let's do another little pass here just to be safe. But I really love this little vintagey fabric. I love it. I want to go get more. Where did I put the other side? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is the back. We got Pluto going on the back. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, get our brayer. This is why brayers are amazing. If you don't have one, I highly recommend you get one. It works really well too if you have a Cricut or for pushing down what's it called, like transfer tape for things you're going to laser out. Okay. All right, let's give that a second to breathe and then we can put the rest of the glue on and clamp that up. I need to gather up my clamps because I am running out of some of them. You see, how many do I have? All right, and I can unclamp this one because we don't need that clamped anymore. This is a air tag holder that I made, and it was being clamped to glue up, and then so that I can hand stitch it. So this is leather that I dyed green and put my logo on the back. Air tag holders have been one of my favorite things to make so far. I do need to cut out another piece for this inside piece of the fabric. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably just glue these two on together for the stream, and then I'll do this one later. Let me see if do I need any more. And this is a black air tag holder. I still have the transfer tape on it though. Ooh, you just received your HTB sublimation. That's cool. That sounds awesome. All right. Let me see. Let me check just for one more clamp real quick. No, I think that's good. I think that's enough. Okay. So let's do this thing now. Now I was a little sloppy. Oh, that's not good. That needs to stay. I was a little sloppy with the placement of the glue on the edges. So just something I need to be careful of. Okay, so let's get some more of this glue. Put them on the edges here. Don't want to get too crazy with the glue. All right. And so for this, it's fine if a little tiny bit of it gets on the edge of the fabric, because it's going to be stitched anyways. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, let's set that one to the side. We'll get this one going. This glue, it doesn't smell too bad. It does have like a tiny, tiny odor, but I have the garage door open a little bit, so I'm fine. I don't really think you would need to be in like a crazy well ventilated area, but just something to keep in mind. Okay. Okay, so let that get tacky. Anyone have any questions so far? Are we doing good still? Oh my gosh, you guys, I just saw the Super Mario Brothers movie last night. So good. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Have you guys seen it? It was really cute. I liked it. If you guys haven't seen it, there's a really funny scene in there where Bowser sings like a love song to Peach, and it's just hilarious. I was laughing so hard. And then I just saw the trailer for the Barbie movie. That looks really good to me too. Like, I'm really excited to see that. I think I'm gonna do a Barbie inspired project soon. Now, when I was a kid, I was never super into Barbie. But I don't know why, but the movie just looks really funny to me. And Dua Lipa's in it, so of course I gotta see it. All right. So again, we can use our needle here to help us line up things that we need. So I'm trying not to let these touch until I can get the needles in here. Okay, so this edge should be fine. And then theoretically, this edge should be fine. So let's put a thing here. Let's double check our placement down here in the bottom. Ow, yes, that's fine. And our placement up here at the top. Yep, that is also fine. So, let's put our clamps on. Oh, you're gonna wait to watch the Barbie movie when it's free? I feel you on that. I don't know if you guys have AMC theaters, but I have this thing for there called Stubs Club, and you pay like I think like $20 a year or something. And then on Tuesdays, because you have that thing, the movie tickets are only $5. So I was like, heck yeah. So I'm gonna see it for $5. Yeah, that was the ouch test. I want to get this corner right here done. All right. Well, I ran out of the big clamps. Let's see. Let's get some of these smaller ones going. Oh, you have to go to Linwood? Oh, okay. But yeah, so it's a pretty good deal. And it's just like I didn't like as you can rack up points. So like if you buy like drinks at the concession or something, then you get points, and eventually you could get like a free movie ticket or like a free popcorn or free whatever, all that fun stuff. All right. So this looks fine. We got our little fabric lined in here. So that needs to sit for like 20 minutes. But we'll see. I think we're going to do our thing of not having it be that whole time. All right, but let's get started stitching on our other project, because I want us to at least finish something while we're on the live stream. Let me move some of this stuff around. I don't think I need the glue anymore, so let's wrap that up. Okay, move this to the side. Let us get our thread. We are going to be using the red thread because that is the other FC Richmond color. I don't need all of these needles out anymore. I only need 2. When you're doing a leather project and you're going to do the saddle stitch like we're going to do, you need 2 needles. Yeah. Hey, step up, right, Laura? I know. I almost feel like I need to do these live streams like a cooking show setup where I have it in stages, and then like at the end of the hour, be like, okay, and here's our completely finished project, Okay. So for getting how much thread you need, people kind of go back and forth. They either say wrap it around your project like 7 times, or to like do your arm's length. So I like don't know what the right way to do it is. So I always kind of get a little bit more than I need and just hope for the best. It's not the end of the world if you do have to get more thread. It's just slightly inconvenient. All right, let's get these needles threaded. And I think this is way too much thread, but it'll be fine. Okay. So we're going to thread our needle. And so this is a wax thread that you use when you're hand stitching leather. Yeah, in the fake oven. And then what you do is you push the head of the needle like through the thread. You want to split the thread so that it goes onto your needle like that. You can pull it all the way down, and then you pull it like this, and then it makes a little knot on the end of your needle, and then we just got to do that to the other side as well. Ooh, my Amazon package is 10 stops away, guys. We just got to do the same thing to this side. It's kind of hard sometimes. There we go. Got it. Yeah, All right. We have our thread. Let's get my makeshift leather saddle, stitching saddle. These are supposed to be made out of like wood and stuff, but so I just got this $30 vise from Harbor Freight, and I put a little piece of leather on the edges so it won't mar anything. And yeah. So I figured this was fine. So let's take off a couple of these clamps. And then we could put our needle through. Is a yarn twine or rope? No, it's a thread. It's just a wax thread. I think it's like a millimeter thick. So what you want to do when you're stitching, you want to make sure that you have equal amounts of thread on each side for this stitch. And I definitely made this thread way too long. Okay. Do you want me to zoom in anymore, or are we good? Okay, so we put through that first hole, and then what you do is you put your needle through that hole. Then you take the other needle and you're going to put it through that same hole. And you got to be careful that you're not going to break the thread. Okay, and then you just pull these two tight. And you just pull them tight. Like so. And then this is the last chance that you'll be able to make sure that your thread is even. So you definitely want to check that before you go too much further. And it's not too bad. And Elsa's back. Oh, she went back outside. She came in and then went back outside. I'm going to stand up to do this part, I think, just so I can see a little bit better. Okay. Some people can do this like crazy fast. I cannot. I mean, granted, I'm still new to it, but some of these people, man, they just like zoop, 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 zoop. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. No, not a lizard. No. Ah, you guys. Elsa just chased a lizard into the garage. No. Ah. Why? Oh, man. It's going to be one of those days, guys. It's going to be one of those days. But so the reason why they say to keep this clamp for like at least 30 minutes is because as you're pushing the needles through, it wants to separate. It's not the end of the world. But since we're pressed for time, I'm not doing what the instructions say. So you just gotta do as I say, not as I do, kind of situation. All right, that wasn't any like easier. So let me try and sit back down. Because my thing is, I don't want to get my head in the way. And the reason I went this route too with the vise is because I can angle it if I need to. Yeah, she clearly needs attention of some kind. And so you want to pull to the thread tight, but not so tight that it's like marring the leather, if that makes sense. And sometimes it's really hard to pull the needles through the leather. So sometimes I do have a pair of pliers that I do that help pull it through. No, get out of here with the lizard. No. You guys. What is my life? The intern needed an intern? Definitely. Definitely. That's pretty funny. That was a good one. I love how this red stitching is contrasting the blue. Love it. I want to do like a custom baseball. I think that would be fun. I saw someone made like a template for it on Etsy on how to make your own, so I might do that. But it was like $8. I don't know if I want to spend $8 on that or not. You know. So I'm just gonna put the clamps back on the part that I already stitched just to be safe. I don't think it really needs it, but since I'm not quite following the instructions, I figured better to be safe than sorry. All right. Man, my stomach is making a bunch of noise. I think I'm going to get pizza for lunch after this because that sounds delicious. I don't know why I scheduled my live stream for noon, like lunchtime, because then I'm always hungry. Because I never have time to eat beforehand. And then I don't eat breakfast. And then by the time I'm ready to eat lunch, it's like, yo, it's lunchtime like now. What are you guys having for lunch? Oh no. This is a downfall to me using this vise instead of getting like a proper stitching pony, is that it kind of gets caught on all these things. But this was $30 and the cheapest stitching pony on like Amazon is like $70. And I didn't want a huge one. I was looking at ones where you like clamp it to a table or something. And those were like more expensive than the bigger ones. So I was like, ugh. So we'll see. We shall see. Ooh, you had a pot pie. Nice. Those are always good. I feel like pot pies are like the ultimate like comfort food. Me and my friends, have you guys seen Sweeney Todd? Speaking of pot pies, when that movie came out, when it came to DVD, me and my friends, we had like a little party, and so I made beef pot pies, and then we watched Sweeney Todd while we were eating them. Good times. I think eventually I might get some thinner needles maybe for this. I like the ones I have, but I think they're like just ever so slightly too thick. Ever so slightly. And then as the needle goes through too, you kind of poke out the glue that was there. So that's also why sometimes it's hard. Why it can be hard to get the needle through the hole. Sorry. It's hard to talk when you're trying to also concentrate and not mess up. I do apologize. I wish I had another camera to do like a side view. That'd be cool. Because I don't think I don't think that camera. Well, let's see. Let me see the other camera. See if it has a better angle. I don't know if it will reach it though. You can sort of see what I'm doing. Should I do that? Should I keep this angle for a little bit? Is that helpful? Not helpful? You let me know. All right. Let's see. Just hold it in the air. Yeah, that's what some people do too. Some people don't have the pony, and so they just like are trying to stitch while it's like you know, I don't know, everywhere. Oh, Amazon is here. And then they're just like holding it on the table, and I'm like, yo, that's like barbaric. Why we're past that point. All right. You feel like you're being judged by giant googly eyes? Oh yeah, I forgot they're behind me. I love it. I wish more people would put them on their tools because it's hilarious. So really too, doing like these leather projects, it's not too hard. It doesn't take an overly long time. Like if I was just buckling down and doing this and not like trying to talk and entertain and all that stuff, this would easily have been done like 45 minutes, an hour, you know? But so it's a lot of fun. And then you don't, obviously you could do this without laser. All you need is either make your own pattern or buy a pattern, and then you just trace it to leather, and you could cut it out with like a X-Acto knife. And then they have tools where you hand stitch, where you pound in to make holes for the stitching. So we might do that in the future stream too, where I do a leather project like start to finish, but without using the laser. So that could be fun. This is veg tan leather. So it came like a light tan color, and then I dyed it blue. Let me see if I have a piece of what it looks like. So this is the color that it comes when it's the natural veg tan color, and then you can dye it. So like this green one was this color, but then I dyed it green. You can buy already pre-dyed leathers, but it was just, since I was just kind of getting into it, I kind of wanted to get the natural color so I could try out a bunch of different colors to see what I like, rather than buying like a full hide of one color and being like, oh, I actually don't like that color that much. You're all good, Erica. All good, all good. Where did you get it? Where did I get the leather? I bought this one, this lighter color, I bought at a local Tandy leather store, and it's 3.5 ounces thick. And then, but I bought some brown and black leather, and that I got online. So if you want to go the online route, Erica, I can send you a link to the place that I purchased from. It's called Weaver Leather. But you might want to check first if you're thinking about getting into something like this. You might want to check and see if there's a Tandy leather near you. But yeah, so yeah, I can send you that info, no problem. I'll do it as soon as we get off of here. Tandy, Tandy. So, ow, oops, I just poked myself. So I've done a couple other projects like way back in the day, but I couldn't ever get the stitching down. And so what I did was I went to my local Tandy leather and I took a hand stitching class, and it was way easier than I thought it would be. And then that kind of gave me the confidence to be like, all right, I'm going to just go for it. So you can easily get started in leather working for under $100 as well. It's not like other hobbies where like you have to have like crazy ridiculous machines. Like really all you need is like a hammer, a fork, needle and thread, and like an X-Acto knife, and you could get it done. Maybe I'll make that a video. That would be funny. And then I've been practicing designing for leather. So far, about 80% of the time I get it right on the first try. So that's cool. And then this little vise, it's really nice because then you can just kind of, tilt it as you need to. Should I go back to the other view, or is this view fine? And oh my gosh, you guys, it's getting so hot already. Like we've had crazy weather with all the rain and everything, but now it's like 80 something degrees today. Like what in the world? It's not what I signed up for. Either way is fine. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. We're like almost done with this one, you guys. I'm so excited. This is awesome. And then we can finish up the edges and put our coat on it, our finish coat on it. It'll be good. Oh yeah, the rain was nice. We better not be in a freaking drought anymore with all the rain that we got. Because that was like some crazy rain. I don't know what I'm going to do with this business card holder either, because I have switched from having actual business cards to just having one digital business card. So I could just put that in there, but I don't know if I should like give this away, if I should keep it. I don't know, try to sell it. I don't know. I mean, like, do I try to sell it when this was like a test to see if the file works? Because I'll for sure be selling the file if that's the case. Because I think it's going to work out pretty well, actually. And that's what's really nice about this vise again. I just tilted it up because I needed that new angle, and it's good. 47 and raining here, so over it being cold here. It's not normal to be this cold. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys have had it been cold for like a while. You can make it into a lanyard or put some adhesive on the back and stick it to the back of your phone. Oh, that could be cool. Never thought about doing that. But yeah, I made way too much yarn or thread. I think I got enough thread for if I was doing the other side too, but I forgot I'm only stitching two sides together since it's one piece of leather rather than two. So, my bad. Send it to you. Laura, have you seen Ted Lasso? I might do a giveaway where I'll make like 5 of them, but without a logo. And do like a little giveaway maybe. That could be fun. I don't know. I feel like giveaways. I have like a mixed feelings about giveaways because I'm not really coming up on any milestones yet. So I feel like it's random if I'm just like, hey, let's give away this stuff that I made. A few episodes of season 1, but oh, that's right. Yeah. It's such a funny show. So funny. I made I made biscuits with the boss for my friends last week. Turned out pretty good. And that's basically just shortbread for people who have not seen the show. But all right. Anyone have any fun plans for this coming week? I don't really have anything fun planned. I might go hang out with my friend, but I'm not sure. Would love to see Ted Lasso, but don't have the app. Yeah, it's on Apple TV. Apple TV, but it's pretty funny, and it's about soccer. So Erica Christian might like it. You're watching Jeremy Renner interview about his snow. Oh, that's right. But he was like fine, right? Or is that Hawkeye? Is that one of the superheroes? Oh, he already watched it? You should ask him about it. It's pretty funny. It's basically this American football coach, like our actual football, gets hired to go to England to coach a soccer team, but he knows nothing about the game. He doesn't know the rules. And it's a really like funny, like good show. Like it quickly became one of my like favorite shows. You're going to your happy place? Ooh, Sonoma County, nice. We're almost done. I'm excited. This looks so good. Yeah, he was the best soccer mom. 100%. Do the girls still play soccer, Erica? I forget. I think we just got 2 more and then we're done. So the stitching does go by relatively fast, I feel like. It's very relaxing. I don't know. Did it feel long for you guys? I thought it goes pretty quick. No, they got bored with it. It's amazing he survived. He didn't go under the wheels. It's a metal on rods. Oh, wow. So it was like a bad accident. All right, and then we got this last one down here. So definitely going to eliminate this hole that's at the very bottom. It's just not needed. And it's really hard to get in there. All right, but now we can go back a stitch. And here is where you got to be careful to not break through the thread. There we go. So you can go back like 1 or 2. I go back 2 just because I think it's better. Or sometimes I do really like 1.5 is what I do. That should be fine. All right, we're going to call that good. Let me move this out of the way. Switch back over to the overhead. I got to get my other system up and working because I miss having my little thing where I just hit the button and it would switch like automatically. Okay. Make that nice and tight. All right, so now we're going to take a lighter Let me move this one. And just push that one down. Then we can do this one. Push that down just like so. All right. Can't even see it. But not too bad, you guys. All right. Let's take these. Oh, I can't speak. Let's take these clamps off. Then we can take our little bone bone folder. And then this just lets us separate any of the glue that kind of got the leather stuck in places that we don't want it stuck. All right. Now the moment of truth. Does my digital business card fit in here? This is just a holographic sticker that I put on it because I thought it'd be funny. But let's see. Oh, you guys, it fits. Oh, I like it. I could make it a little bit shorter. I don't know. But a digital business card might be shorter in general than a normal business card. Do you say ill? His eyeball hanging out of the head. Whoa, wait, what? Isabel? Hardcore. Didn't realize company has signed up. Oh, Olympic trainers. Nice. His eyeball was literally hanging out of his head. No way. What? Wow. Okay, so we're not quite done yet. And if you guys have to go, I totally understand. But I do want to finish this, if possible. We are going to burnish the edges of this. Let me see here. Trying to find, where did I put that stuff? I can't find where I put the burnishing thingy. Oh, I found it. Okay. All right. I'm lazy, in case you didn't know. So we are going to do this with a Dremel tool. Once I find this tool. Oh, I hate freaking Dremels. And new. All right. Well, maybe we won't be doing this. There we go. All right. Put this in there. So this is just a little burnishing tool, which is the same as this one. But rather than doing it by hand, this will allow us to do it quicker because I'm lazy and work smarter, not harder, and all that jazz. So this is some burnishing cream. And you just need a little bit, maybe a little bit more than that. And you just put it on your edge. Like so. Oops, too much. All right, and then we will put this on the lowest setting. And then we'll just go like this. And we can do it together. And we can do it separate, obviously, too. But so you could see how that's smooth? But if we come down here, that's more rough. So what it's using that friction to polish up the edge is what it's currently doing. And then you just kind of decide how long you want to do that for, you know? So like it looks pretty good to me. I'm liking how the edges are turning out. You'll probably get this edge a little bit more. And you don't have to use this cream. You could just use water, and that's totally fine. And then we can just get the bottom here. I think that's all we'll need. So we could close this back up. And then, like I was saying too, you just do the same thing with this by hand. The only difference is it will just take a lot longer. Is the only bummer. All right, let's do this one more time. So we just have one step after this. All right. Our final step is, where did I put it? I think it's here, maybe. I'm going to take this cloth and, oops, you're going to put some of this leather kind of polish on. Yeah, very professional, definitely. And then you just rub it in, and it gives it a nice little sheen. And it just protects the leather a little bit. There we go, Erica. Let's go. And there's like tons and tons of different leather finishes you can use. I just happen to like this Smith's leather like polish balm. I think it's nice. Get the edges here. But this is definitely not bad for my first prototype. I was saying I'm probably going to eliminate this hole right here and give like a little cutout so that it's not quite as like straining right there. But I really like how this turned out, and you can see the polish has kind of just darkened it up a little bit, and so that's always nice. And then you can buff it in, and then buff it out, bring out that shine. So it's really cool. But you guys, we did a leather project. I clearly did not estimate my timing correctly because we did not get to this one, so I do apologize about that. We did some of the steps though. But yeah, so this is called Smith's Leather Balm. It has cocoa butter, beeswax, and sweet almond oil. But I like it. And it actually looks really good. I don't know. This turned out really, really nicely. And I absolutely love, 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 love this stitching contrast to the color. I love it. Where did I put my business card? I want to put it back in. Maybe not have Gang Garby on the front. There we go. Like that fits perfectly. I love it. Nice. I'm definitely going to sell this as a file, I think, because I think that's great. I gotta find my old business cards and see how many you could fit in there. But you could easily just put this as your wallet too, if you want to go very basic. Put a few cards. If you have like 3 or 4 cards, put them in there. And then I thought it was cool having just this top flap curved as opposed to the other. Yeah, it definitely takes longer than 7 minutes. But yeah, I think that's good. You guys, thanks for hanging out. I know we went over a little bit than we normally do. But let me know if you have any questions about anything. I'm definitely excited to finish this up, but I still need to cut out that other piece of fabric. But yeah. Cool. Thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. But all right, I think that is a good stopping point unless there's any last minute questions or anything else, you need to see. But it's so cute. I love it. I really just like this blue color too. Let me see what color. So I just got this water stain blue by EcoFlow. It's just really nice. So I'll definitely post some pictures of this up on Instagram later today. But it's so good. I love it. I can't get over it. Love it so much. Yeah, it's like a good midnight blue. But all right, you guys, I shall catch you all later. But I had a lot of fun. So I shall see you. Bye.